This is Blazers All Access, an inside look at UAB basketball with head coach Andy Kennedy. Blazers All Access is presented by Viva Health, part of the UAB health system, and by Mountain Dew. Do the do. Here's the voice of the Blazers, David Crane.
The final week of the regular season is here as UAB looks to secure second place in Conference USA's West Division. We welcome you to Blazers All Access with head coach Andy Kennedy. I'm David Crane. Green and Gold started the final three-game road trip of the regular season in the Lone Star State last weekend. First up, a visit to UTSA. Coach, you were coming off a tough loss at home to North Texas, but you went out and you took care of business against the Roadrunners.
It's the name of the game at this time of the year. No reason to cry over spilt milk. We had our opportunities against North Texas. Some situational awareness cost us down the stretch. And give North Texas credit. I don't want to revisit this in my mind. I know over it already. Tyler Perry made an incredible play, and they found a way to get it done. We then go and say, hey, what is next? We can't do anything about that. We're still in control. If we can finish out strong to get the double bye in Frisco, which is vitally important. So you go to San Antonio, a team that's been reeling. We played them earlier in the opening series of conference play way back when, late December, early January. But it's always dangerous on the road. We have experienced that. We had to come out with the right approach, and I thought we did just that.
Talk more about Mike Ertl a little bit later. KJ Buffin had 16 in the game. Trey Jemison picked up his fourth double-double of the season, 10 points, 12 rebounds. You did a lot of good work in the paint against UTSA.
Yeah, it was a key. I thought we had a decisive advantage in the basket. We did a much better job of guarding Jacob Germany. In the first game when we played him, he gave us 26 points, and we really had a hard time guarding him. Game two, I thought defensively, most especially in the second half, I thought we were really locked in.
Held UTSA to 37% shooting on the night, and you forced 18 turnovers. They looked uncomfortable out there a good bit.
Yeah, we've got to be disruptive, most especially when we're on the road. In our three conference road losses, we have not been very good defensively. That was not the case in San Antonio, really locked in defensively, and as a result, we come away with a double-digit win.
Built as much as a 17-point lead in the second half and finished off the season sweep of the Roadrunners with a 68-56 win in San Antonio.
Good, a lot of contact. Rebound, KJ Buffin. He'll stick it in and draw the foul. Off there, keeps the dribble alive, backs into the corner, bounces it to Gordon, back to Mike Ertl, driving layup, good for two. On the floor, picked up by Mike Ertl. Lob ahead to KJ Buffin. He'll lean in, bank it off the window, good for two more. Kicks it out to Ertl, left side three, too strong. Taven loving the rebound. He'll put it back up and in. Up top to Adu Ankara. He'll drive, he'll get stripped. Mike Ertl takes it away. Uncontested, the left-hand lay-in for two. Near the right elbow, bullet pass in the lane to Lovin. He'll drive and he'll dunk it with the right hand. Mike Ertl shoots it ahead to Jordan Walker. Top of the key, stops, pops a three, and hits it. Back to Walker, right side. Couldn't get the three away. Gives to Jemison. Back to Walker. Free throw line, a runner. Nope, a lob to Jemison, who lays it in and draws the foul. Gets a high screen, drives the right side, all the way underneath, finds Lovin, bounces it to him. Taven lays it up and in. Circling high with it. Taven spins back to his left, down the right side of the lane. He'll lay it up and in. Returns it to Quan, far side in the front court. Underneath to Jemison. He'll dunk it with two hands.
The highlights are brought to you by Viva Health.
You weren't thinking about a Medicare plan back then, but at Viva Medicare, it's been on our mind for a long time. And we know a thing or two about making Medicare easy. That's why our plans have $0 copays for primary care physician visits. So when the time comes to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan that focuses on the things you're passionate about, we'll be here for you. Viva Medicare. Enjoy life without the worry. Learn more at vivahealth.com/Medicare.
Legacy is what you do every day. We try not only to help people with their financial legacies, we hope that we enrich their lives and help them become better people so that total package, at the end of the day, is something they can be proud of. We help them craft their legacy.
The second stop in Texas was El Paso for a Saturday night matchup with UTEP. Hadn't seen the Miners since December the 30th of 2021. Coach, it was the first time you'd ever seen El Paso.
I'd never been to El Paso. I've been all over the state of Texas in a variety of ways, never to El Paso. I was anxious to see the Don Haskins Center. A lot of tradition, great rich history of UTEP basketball, and I'm glad the experience ended well.
Not the prettiest of first halves, 11 turnovers, less than 35% shooting overall. but rebounding and three-point shooting kept you in it.
Yeah, we're a group that's in the top 25% in the country in fewest turnovers per game, and we almost have what we typically have in a game, which is right around 11 and a half, 12. We had that in the first 8-9 minutes of the game. Very uncharacteristic. Now, give UTEP credit. They were playing with great energy. They've really been playing good basketball, and they sped us up. And as a result, we were just doing uncharacteristic things for ourselves offensively. I was proud of the fact that despite our woes offensively, we were able to hang around to give ourselves a chance in the second half.
Much better start to the second half, and you really started cashing in on some of those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, we dominated them off the glass, and that's the only way that you're able to overcome having 17 turnovers on the road. We had 7 different guys make three-pointers. That's a first for us this year. A number of guys stepped up when the opportunity arose, and then Jelly Walker woke up in the second half. First half, I thought they did a great job of not giving him any free looks. In the second half, as we made our spurt to take our first lead, he really came alive.
Took an 8-point lead, 7.5 minutes to go, and Jelly was the big reason why during that stretch. Sule Boom leads the conference in scoring and really showed why, as he almost single-handedly brought the Miners back.
Yeah, at the end of the game, we're playing in a one-possession game back and forth. We were switching from man to zone to try to keep them off balance. They had a kid back, Keontae Kennedy, who did not play for them the first time we played. It was his first game missed. He has not played in conference all year. We really didn't know if he was going to play or not. He was their third leading scorer when he went out, and he was in a critical situation, and I think maybe lack of game reps, he ended up taking a tough one when, in fact, one more play would have possibly got it to Boom. We were trying to deny Boom. We wanted him to have to make the decision based on him being out the last 2 months, and it worked out for us.
Only one player in double figures for UAB. That was Jordan Walker with 22, but it seemed like everybody that stepped foot on the court hit a big shot, and usually from three-point range.
Yeah, I thought it was Tony in the first half. He hit a drive and drift three-pointer in the corner, which was huge for us as we were struggling to score. Ronji Gordon with a big three in the second half. Justin Brown gave us good minutes, and then KJ Buffin. He'd struggled throughout the course of the game, missing bunnies around the rim. He'd been in foul trouble, but boy, he made 2 big free throws for us and then stepped up without hesitation and knocked in the 3, which ended up being the game winner.
UAB dominated the glass, and as coach said, 7 different Blazers combined to knock down 11 three-pointers as the green and gold escaped El Paso with a 69-66 win.
Slides right around the perimeter, hooks it up top to Jackson. Quan steps into a 3 and buries it. UAB turnover, gives it back to the Blazers. Jackson running to the other end. He will lay it up and in. The Miners. Ertl with it now, left of the circle, directing traffic. Tried to drive on Boom, steps back, pops a 3 and hits. Ball knocked free, saved by Brown. He'll hook it to Ertl in the right corner for a 3. Good. Tony's got it. Back out high to Lovin. He'll drive, he'll stop, he'll take a fall-away 15-footer and hit. Out to Ertl, right side 3. Will not go. Jemison the rebound. He'll put it back up and in. He'll drive, left baseline, stop, kick it in the right corner to Tony. His 3, up, good. Got clock at 10. Walker goes left off the screen, pulls up from 3, got it. Trigger on a 3, off the mark, no good. Jemison the rebound, muscles it back up and in for 2. Buffin, he'll bounce it down low to Trey Jemison, hesitates, lays it up, gets it to go. Walker, right baseline, he'll back it out behind the arc, take a 3 and hit. To the left elbow, up top to Gordon. He's going to try a 3, and he'll hit it. Now Lovin has it, right of the circle, right wing Walker. Spots up for a 3, got it. Call. Walker comes right to the elbow, behind the arc, follow a 3, good again. Between the circles, swings it near side to Brown. 3 ball, up, count it.
The highlights are brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Legacy is what you do every day. We try not only to help people with their financial legacies, we hope that we enrich their lives and help them become better people so that that total package, at the end of the day, is something they can be proud of. We help them craft their legacy.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Regions Bank.
Blazers sit at 22-7 overall on the year, 12-4 in league play after the sweep last weekend in Texas. Here's a look at the Children's of Alabama stats for the 2 games. Blazers out shooting the opponents overall and especially from three-point range. Good weekend at the free throw line, a dominant weekend on the glass for the Blazers. Coach, I mentioned rebounding. We talked about that earlier. Free throw shooting let you down earlier, but a good weekend for you, and it proved pivotal, especially against UTEP.
Rebounding is critical for us. We're 17-0 when we win the rebounding battles, and it was critical for us. We didn't play great offensively on the road. Defensively, though, I was really proud of the way we were locked in, because that's been the area that has let us down as we've traveled. Good sign is we've only got one more home game, and then the rest are going to be away. So our defense needs to travel, and it traveled with us to West Texas.
Jordan Walker averaged 18 a game. KJ Buffin averaged 12.5 per game. Trey Jemison averaged 9 points and 12 rebounds. I thought it was one of his more consistent weekends for you.
I agree. I think defensively he was a real presence. He was eating up everything off our defensive glass, which is so vitally important to limit our opponent's second chance opportunities. And I thought he finished very efficiently inside.
Our difference maker this week, though, is Mike Ertl. He's back in the starting lineup as of late. While he only had 6 points in the win over UTEP, he passed an impressive milestone on Thursday night. 9 points in the win over UTSA put him over 2,000 for his career.
That's incredible, and Mike has been a terrific addition. He was a vital part of year one in us turning this thing, and then in year two, he's continued to make a consistent contribution, works harder than anybody on the team. He's all about the right things. Happy to see him have success.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Regions Bank.
Those green and gold banners up there, better wake up the seamstress. They're about to get some company, because this is a revival.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Legacy Credit Union.
The final road game of the regular season comes Wednesday in Hattiesburg. UAB knocked off Southern Miss 84-63 here in Birmingham about 3 weeks ago. But, Coach, it wasn't easy. You were tied at 37 at halftime.
It's never easy. Winning games is hard business. Southern Miss, great respect for Jay Ladner. I haven't been in Southern Miss's gym in quite some time. Obviously, I spent a few days in Mississippi. I don't know if you heard. And we actually had a series with Southern Miss back when Larry Eustace was a head coach. But I have not been in Hattiesburg in a minute. Look forward to getting back to my stomping grounds. Hopefully we can continue to play well, extend this winning streak on the road to 3 games, which is something we have not done all year. We have not won 3 in a row on the road. It'd be a good time to start.
Golden Eagles have lost 12 straight heading into the matchup, but 2 of the last 5 have gone to overtime.
Yeah, they're a dangerous team because they've got a formidable front line. Their front line is big and strong, and they can score in a variety of ways. Their issues have been in the backcourt, but they're getting some good play as of late from a junior college transfer who was highly touted, and he's really playing well for them in the last few weeks.
Tyler Stevenson was outstanding in the first meeting with UAB, 24 points, part of that front line that had you worried going into the first meeting.
They're big, they're strong, they're versatile. We've got to make sure that we take the right approach up front and be the best versions of self. That's what you're trying to do as you close into the last stretch of the season. You want to be playing your best basketball.
Tip time from Reed Green Coliseum, 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Pregame on radio starts at 6:30. ESPN Plus will stream the matchup. Then on Saturday, the regular season comes to a close here in Birmingham. Louisiana Tech returns the trip to the Magic City as UAB goes for the season sweep. Tip-off 2 o'clock. Stadium televises the Blazers and the Bulldogs. Pregame starts at 1:30. Can't believe we're saying final home game at this point.
Yeah, and both of them hold huge significance. We're still fighting for the double bye to give us an opportunity to go into Frisco. I'd love to go in there on a 4-game winning streak.
Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, David.
For head coach Andy Kennedy and all of us at the Blazers Sports Network, I'm David Crane. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see a big crowd in Hattiesburg and here in Birmingham on Saturday. Hope you'll join us next time for Blazers All Access.
Blazers All Access has been presented by Mountain Dew, Do the Do, and by Viva Health, part of the UAB Health System. This has been a presentation of the Blazer Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.